All right, well, good afternoon and welcome to the Colton Joint Unified School District Board of Education regular board meeting for today, October 16, 2025. We appreciate you all being here today. And for the record, I already asked if we get the Dodger game on the screens, and I was told no. So, Mr. Superintendent, Dr. Superintendent, but that's okay. We've got updates coming. So, we'll begin. There you go. We'll keep you updated. We will go ahead and begin as we do each meeting with the roll call attendance for our board members. So I'll turn over to Ms. Medina.
Mrs. Flores?
Present.
Mr. Fuentes?
Present.
Mr. Ibarra?
Present.
Mrs. Haro?
Present.
Mr. Flores?
Present. Thank you for that, Ms. Medina. Renewal of the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to go ahead and, again, unfortunately, I didn't have an opportunity to give somebody a heads up, so I'm going to pick him because I can see him all the way in the back. Director Sachs, John Sachs, you are on deck for our Pledge of Allegiance. If you'll please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. That's right.
I'm ready already. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that, Director Sachs. We do have Spanish language translation services available for whoever wishes to utilize those. We have with us our translator tonight, Ms. Cynthia Bueno, to please provide information on translation services.
Of course, with pleasure. Thank you, Board President Flores. Good evening all. Muy buenas noches a todos. Yo soy Cynthia Bueno, soy recepcionista y traductora del distrito. Esta noche ofrecemos servicios de intérpretes si alguien desea escuchar la reunión completamente en español. Simultáneamente puede encontrarme en la mesa trasera, en la entrada del salón, para adquirir los dispositivos para poder escucharla. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you, Mrs. Bueno. Item 1.3 is the adoption of the agenda. We do have some recommended changes to the agenda for this afternoon. The first recommended amendment is addition of action item 6.1, adoption of resolution number 2625, emergency resolution to approve entering into contracts for remediation and roof repairs at 325 Hermosa Street in Colton. And we are withdrawing action item 6.16, approval of memorandum of understanding with Umoja Community Education Foundation. Dr. Miranda, are there any other recommended changes to the agenda?
Those are the recommended changes for tonight.
Thank you for that. I will go ahead and then ask if there is a motion to approve the amendments as presented by staff.
So move.
I'll second.
Wonderful. I have a motion by Board Member Ibarra, second by Board Member Fuentes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, it is so ordered. And just a note, Ms. Medina, we have Ms. Sandoval has joined us, so great, excellent. All right, our next item on the agenda is the school showcase, and so at this time, I'm going to ask if we have Ms. Principal Rahman. Oh, there she is. Principal Rahman, to please come forward and introduce our student leaders from Bloomington High School.
Good evening, Board President Flores, board members, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, and members of the audience. It is my great pleasure to introduce our student representatives from Bloomington High School under the leadership of our new ASB director, Mrs. Corona. So joining us today, we have 5 students for you: Mr. Vine Idahen, Miriam Morales, Zoe Sutherland, Horacio Basulto, and Anthony Cordero. Students, if you'd like to join me, thank you.
Good evening, Board President Flores, members of the school board, Superintendent Miranda, and members of the audience. My name is Vine Idahen, and I'm a student leader here at Bloomington High School. Miriam Morales, Zoe Sutherland, Horacio Balsuto, and Anthony Cordero are joining me this evening, and together we want to highlight the achievements of our brewing family. We work hard at BHS to provide inclusive, caring, and exciting events and activities. Tonight, we'll be sharing some highlights from our school for the first quarter of the 2025 to 2026 school year. we are honored to present information about our academics, athletics, and activities in the Bruin country. To kick off the evening, let's start off by acknowledging our BHS academics. On July 25th, Bloomington High School's very own Link Crew and ASB leadership held their annual freshman orientation. The theme for the class of 2029 was Level Up. All of our leaders were welcoming and highly spirited throughout the entire event. Our new students had their first ever rally experience, participated in a campus tour, and conversed with peers and BHS students. Overall, the whole event was a blast and a memorable event for our new and bright freshman class. On August 27th, our administration kicked off the school year with the expectations assemblies for each grade, covering important topics like dress code, attendance, and also upcoming events. These assemblies helped set a positive tone and reminded everyone of our school motto: be responsible, have respect, and stay safe. From August 12th to August 15th, students completed the NWEA MAPS assessment, reinforcing our commitment to academic growth and excellence at Bloomington High School. I'd like to highlight our attendance site goals for the 2025 to 2026 school year at BHS. Our attendance goal is at 95%, and we've already exceeded it for 2 weeks in September and the beginning of October. We share weekly updates with staff, students, and families via social media and email, celebrating our Bruins' dedication. By encouraging students daily to arrive on time, we are turning these goals into lasting habits in the Bruin country. On August 18th, we held our academic award ceremony for the 2024 to 2025 second semester. The purpose of these ceremonies is to commend and praise our amazing students for developing and maintaining their consistent academic behaviors in the classroom. The ceremony was very memorable, and it was loved by students and parents. We passed out certificates for perfect attendance, honor roll, principal's honor roll, ACEs, and teacher's choice. We love seeing our students excel in and out of the classroom, and we will continue to celebrate them for their efforts. On August 28th, we held an annual back-to-school night. We provided food vendors, and our amazing students put on great performances, including our band, color guard, and folklorico. Students and parents who went to this event were able to get free tickets to the football game later that night. The purpose of this event was to open up our school to parents and students for them to meet their teachers, counselors, and ask any questions that they may have. Overall, it was a wonderful evening that strengthened our school community and fostered a spirit of collaboration between families and educators. Now, I would like to introduce my amazing peer, Miriam, who will continue off with the academic portion of this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Vine. Good evening, everyone. My name is Miriam Morales, and I am the Senior Vice President. I'm going to continue with the topic of academics. This quarter, Lingru held its freshman follow-ups. These sessions give the ninth graders and upcoming classmen and mentors to guide them through their first year, offering advice, academic support, and information for any upcoming events and opportunities. We also hosted our senior parent and guardian information meeting, where families are invited onto campus to learn about important details for their students and their senior year, including major events, senior packages, and very important deadlines. Our counseling department has also been very busy, organizing several university presentations. These visits allow them to meet directly with colleges, representatives, and gather valuable information that could prepare them for their upcoming life. On October 2nd, 2025, BHS was honored by the San Bernardino County Superintendent of RIMS and AVID Impact Awards for achieving the AVID revalidation as a national demonstration school. This recognition highlights our continued commitment to academic excellence and college readiness. On October 9th and 10th, our sophomores and freshmen participated in the PSAT. Our sophomores took the PSAT and the NMSQT, which serves as excellent preparation for the SAT and can qualify them for the National Merit Scholarships Program. This deadline reported to them to identify areas that they could improve in and continue preparing them for college. Our freshmen took the PSAT, which provides them early exposure to standardized testing and help them understand their academic strengths through the beginning of their high school journey. Additionally, over 30 students participated in the student forum with Hola Murphy. On September 29th, 2025, this forum gave students opportunity to share ideas and feedback to make BHS better for everyone. Overall, we are incredibly proud of how strong our first quarter has been academically, and we are excited to continue building that momentum throughout the rest of the school year. And now I will be handing the next section of our presentation to my classmate Zoe. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. My name is Zoe Sutherland and I am the junior class secretary. Today I'll be discussing our athletics program. For our fall sports, we have cross country, football, and girls volleyball. First off, cross country is currently in the middle of the season with 2 meets to go, including league finals. The boys have moved up to 5th place, trying to move up 1 more spot to secure a spot in the playoffs. The varsity team has 3 returners, and the remainder of the team is composed of new individuals who are quickly adapting to the sport and taking on the challenge. The girls' team has moved up to 3rd place. Like the boys, the varsity girls' team also only has 3 returners, and the rest of the team is new. They have improved tremendously and are on pace to qualify for playoffs as a team for the first time in 4 years. The team chemistry and team size are the biggest they've been in several years, and they have the amazing opportunity to do something special this year. Cross Country celebrated their senior night on October 1st with a poster made by ASB. We got to see the smiles on their faces, and it was a memorable night. The girls' volleyball season was filled with growth, teamwork, and Bruin pride. Our volleyball players demonstrated outstanding dedication both on and off the court, improving their skills, communication, and game strategy throughout the year. With many girls either playing volleyball for the first time or this being their first sport ever, they certainly grew and worked hard. The team competed with heart, showed strong sportsmanship, and built a supportive bond that truly reflected our school's spirit. These girls represented Bloomington with excellence and enthusiasm. We're incredibly proud of their effort and look forward to building on this momentum next season. The girls were able to experience their senior night. It was a very special night for them to be supported by everyone and to have completed a milestone in their journey. Football has had a memorable season. The team has worked hard so far and has won 3 games. They put a lot of effort into the season and are a big family. It is so exciting to see all our Bruins in the stands cheering on and supporting our team. The boys have advanced through some difficult games and are an overall thriving team. Our August athletes of the month are Isaac Iniguez from cross country, Israel Ramirez from football, Aaliyah Led from girls volleyball, and finally Kimberly Mojado from cheer. Our September athletes of the month are Yasmin Lopez and Mateo Montes de Oca from cross country, Solchi Ariaga from girls volleyball, Karina Ontiveros from cheer, and last but not least, Dylan Brahms from football. These students are a great representation of hardworking student athletes and have given their all into the sport. I will now hand the remainder of our speech over to Horacio and Anthony, who will talk about our activities in Bruin country. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe. Good evening, members of the board. My name is Horacio Basulto, and I am the senior class president. Today, I'm excited to share with you the first part of the activities portion of our presentation. Our school year kicked off with an energetic Welcome Back Week, held on August 4th through 8th. From the very first day, we welcomed our Bruins back with a week full of engaging lunch activities and fun photo opportunities. It was a perfect way to set the tone for a fantastic year ahead. On August 8th, BHS celebrated Senior Sunrise, an event that our ASB students, along with their friends, prepared for weeks to ensure a memorable morning for our seniors. We served mini pancakes, conchas, and refreshments, all accompanied by vibrant posters and photo opportunities that captured the spirit of this special day. On August 28th, we held our annual Club Rush, inviting every club to showcase their activities. This year's theme, Up, Adventure Awaits, created an exciting atmosphere for our Bruins to explore new opportunities and get involved in lots of clubs. Just a week later, on August 28th, our Link Crew organized their yearly freshman-focused event called the Freshman Tailgate. Freshmen were invited to connect with friends, enjoy games, and experience a fun-filled environment. Here at Bruin Country, we always go all out for events, and our home football games are no exception. Each game is themed. This year's included Camo, Minions, and First Responders. For our First Responders Night, we invited the Fontana Sheriff's Department and the Bloomington Fire Department to show our appreciation during halftime for their dedication to our community. Unfortunately, on that same day, there was an active fire nearby, so our firefighters were unable to join us in person, but we still proudly recognized and celebrated their hard work and service. This year, we also launched a new monthly tradition, Movie Nights. So far, ASB has hosted 2 nights, screening Teen Beach Movie in August and Book of Life in September. These events provided a relaxed, fun setting for our Bruins to spend time with friends while supporting our campus clubs. I am thrilled with all the incredible experiences we have created so far, and I am proud to see the spirit and energy our students bring to each event. Now I am pleased to welcome my classmate Anthony Cordero, who will share the remainder of the activities portion. Thank you.
Thank you, Horacio, and good evening. My name is Anthony Cordero, and I'm the ASB president, and I'll be finishing up our presentation. To kick off the year, we held our Welcome Back Color Wars rally. Freshmen wore purple, sophomores blue, juniors black, and seniors pink. The energy was incredible, and our senior class took the wins in many games. Our rallies are always something Bruins look forward to, and we love seeing every class come together to show spirit. We also celebrated Hispanic Heritage Spirit Week, a time to honor and embrace the culture. Each day featured themes dressed up days inspired by music, culture, and art. We also had amazing student performances that really captured the energy and the pride of our community. It was a powerful way to celebrate our diversity and the culture that connects so many of our Bruins. Next, we hosted our Soka Senior Fundraiser, a two-day event where students could buy buckets of water and dump on seniors. It was full of laughter and memories. It ended up being a really fun way to raise money for the senior class. From September 29th to October 3rd, we celebrated Homecoming Week. Each day had creative dress-up themes and plenty of school spirit leading up to our Hoko rally and football game. Our rallies had amazing performances, games, and tons of energy from every class. The theme this year was A Night in Rio. The dance completely captured the carnival vibe with bright colors, lively music, and delicious food like the tacos and churros served for our Bruins. Students had a great time dancing, taking photos, and making memories with friends. We also enjoyed our Festival of Fairy Tales, which was a huge success thanks to our theater's program, hard work, and dedication. We thank them for the amazing performances. Most recently, we celebrated Unity Day by wearing orange and taking part in activities that promoted kindness and connection on campus to fight against bullying. A local coffee and pastry shop, Mi Flor Mayor, made a generous donation to our BHS Wellness Center in honor of Unity Day, as they strongly believe in prevention of bullying and aware we are creating at BHS. Thank you for letting us share what's been happening in Bruin Country. We're so proud of the events we had so far and excited for what's ahead. Here's a sneak peek about our upcoming events. A new tradition is starting. We invite you all to our first ever Spook Fest next Thursday, October 23rd from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It is open to all our community. It is a great way for Halloween fun, including games, activities, Halloween maze, and a movie night. We invite you to sign up to host a trunk for the trunk or treat, and we hope to see you all there. Thank you, and we now open it up for any questions.
Great job, wonderful presentation. I'll turn it to my colleagues for questions or comments. So, Board Member Fuentes.
Bruins, yes. You know why I love the Bruins? Both my girls went to Bloomington High School, and I guess some of you guys know who they are, probably. I know you know Sharon and Adriana, yes. And Zoe Sutherland, I remember when she was born. So that's a scary one for me, because I know she went to Grimes and all that, and I remember when Mr. Sutherland in his beautiful white pickup truck would show up, and he would be carrying her on one end, this young man on the other side, and then the older sister on, there. Mr. Sutherland has always been a great teacher at Grimes Elementary, and I thank you, Mr. Sutherland, for what you do. But all of you did such an awesome job. The presentation was great. The way you guys spoke, everything. I mean, wow. Wow, I've missed a few of the activities at Bloomington this year, but I'll be back. I think I'm gonna hit the Spook Fest that you guys are gonna have, and if you guys ever need a DJ, you know where I'm at. So give me a call. So you guys did such an awesome job. Thank you very much. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep leading the school in the way it is. All the activities that you're doing are awesome because that keeps the morale going in the school. And you guys are just the leaders of leaders at Bloomington High School. Thank you.
Other comments? Board Member Haro.
Yes, I want to thank you for your presentation today. As my colleague said, it was very well done. You were very articulate. And I want to say, excuse me, I apologize. I've never missed a homecoming, and this year I had surgery, so I wasn't able to make it. But the pictures, they look wonderful. We always say that ASB is the heart of the school. because you are the ones who create all of the magic for the rest of your colleagues in school and the rest of the students. So thank you for everything that you do. And I look forward to seeing even more fun activities at Bruin Country.
Board Member Ibarra?
Thank you, thank you. Kudos to all of you. Great job. You know, very articulate. You guys just talked about your particular areas very well. So I just want to say thank you for that and sharing what happens at Bloomington during this period of time. With all these great events, it's not difficult for us to see that we're so up there as percentage with attendance. 95%. That is excellent. You know, I think that other high schools in other districts would love to have 95%. So a lot of that is contributed to all of you who are doing a wonderful job there on campus, making sure that all these activities are well run, that you have something going for everybody, and everyone is included. So, you know, like I think we've mentioned before with other students, is that, you know, we never had anything like that when we went to high school, you know, and it would have been great. And you're just doing a wonderful job. So I just want to thank you, your ASB coordinator, your principal, all the teachers, and your parents, because I know that parents play a big part in you know, helping us do what you want to do. So just want to say thank you. It was great. Your presentation was really good. Thank you.
Board Member Bertha Flores.
Your presentation was outstanding. The whole, from the beginning to end, but you did have me at conchas. When you said that, it's like, ugh. Yeah, and I also have a high school, Bloomington High School graduate many years ago, so I'm a proud Bruin mom, and I will always be a proud Bruin mom. Yeah, so, and you probably don't know her, but long time ago. And I just want to say, you should be proud. You should be proud. Your posture up there, you have a lot to be proud of. And we thank you. I thank you for your presentation. And I've seen some of you come up before. I know I've seen Zoe come up quite a few times. And where's Zoe? She's behind that pole. I can't see her. There she is. And I believe, Zoe, you have your dad here, but you also have a young man sitting next to your dad. Is that your little brother? Okay, so I hope that that he is learning from you, and I hope that you're training him to one day be up here with, doing the presentations. Are you ready, little guy? Yes, he's ready. Okay, well, thank you. Congratulations.
Any other comments, questions? Fantastic job. It's been said. Wonderful presentation. You look sharp. You present well, and we can't wait to see what's going to be going on in Bruin Country, and we'll be there on campus with you, having lots of fun. But enjoy, and we'd love to shake your hand. So if you'd come on up, we would love to meet you. Thank you again for that wonderful presentation, Principal Rahman, and one more round of applause for our students. All right, and they look sharp. You know, you dress for the job you want, not the job you have. That's what I've always been told. So they did a fantastic job. They looked the part. All right. Our special presentation for today is the introduction of new management. So I'm going to ask Dr. Brandon Dade, our Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, to introduce us to our new management leader.
Good evening, Board President Flores, board members, Dr. Miranda, and audience. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce our new assistant principal at Smith Tech Elementary, Christine Steer-Hessen. She's taking the Green Mile long walk there. But it's my honor and pleasure to share. Christine has a wonderful background, a very interesting background at the same time. And so she started her career in the for-profit world. She was general manager and training manager for Marie Callender's. She was the regional manager for Marie Callender's, director of field training for Marie Callender's, director of employment and field training for Marie Callender's. Before she started in education. Most recently, she's a fifth grade teacher at George Dunn Elementary. And she not only was a teacher, but used her background in field training and all the other things that she's done to not only support her colleagues, but support all staff at George Dunn. So very excited when we hung up with our reference check in regards to Christine. The one part that she didn't tell most people, but she does have the secret recipe to the cornbread and the strawberry pie. So, so I'll be visiting you. Oh yeah, chicken pot pie as well. Yeah. Some fun facts. She is a licensed cosmetologist and still enjoys cutting hair for family members. Can I get a haircut too? She has a fraternal twin sister, an Irish twin. They're only 15 months apart. She loves baking sourdough bread and emphasizes the real kind with wild yeast. So if you ever had that, it's really good. And often gives it away. So I am a growing boy, so please give it away over here when you make it next time. And one of my favorite fun facts about Christine is she spent some time traveling, and the furthest, maybe not the furthest, but one interesting place she's traveled is to Kenya twice to help run youth camps, which was an unforgettable and meaningful experience for her. So once again, our new assistant principal for Smith Tech Elementary, Christine Steer Hessen.
Good evening, Board President Dan Flores and board members and Superintendent Dr. Miranda, colleagues, and community. I want to begin by saying how truly grateful I am, excuse me, for this opportunity. I told Angela I wasn't going to cry. All right, how grateful I am for this opportunity to serve the community of Colton Joint Unified and Smith Tech Academy. To each board member who graciously approved me for the role of assistant principal, thank you. And to Dr. Miranda, thank you for seeing the passion I have for students and learning and for giving me this opportunity. It's truly an honor to be a part of the Colton Joint Unified team. I also want to take a moment to thank my family. I would not be here without their unwavering support. My husband, Jim, my son, Matthew. Woo, you guys got me fired up today. And my twin sister and brother-in-law. My nieces and nephews and extended family who kept me in their prayers and asked for right doors to open. Your love and encouragement means the world to me. From my very first conversation with Dr. Cervantes, I knew that Colton was the place I wanted to be. It is a place where genuine care for people and is at the heart of, it is a place where genuine care for people is at the heart of the work and where true love for helping others succeed shines through. That spirit is exactly what drew me here. I am especially honored to be serving at Smith Tech Academy, a school led by the amazing Mrs. Chavez. Even in the short 3 weeks I have been on campus, I have felt so welcomed and supported by Mrs. Chavez, by her dedicated team, and by the incredible school community at Smith. It is clear this is the place where students thrive because of the collective commitment of the people who serve them every day. I look forward to continuing this journey together, supporting our students, families, and staff, and contributing to the vision of excellence that makes Colton Joint Unified so special. Thank you again for entrusting me with this opportunity. I'm humbled and truly excited for what's ahead.
Before you introduce your family real quick?
Yeah, my family's in the back. So I have my son, Matthew, my husband, Jim, my twin sister, Sandy, Dr. Gray, and my brother-in-law, Scott. Yep.
One more round of applause for Christine, please. That concludes my presentation for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dade. And again, welcome, Christine. We can tell you wear your heart on your sleeve, so you're going to be a perfect fit here at Colton Joint Unified. So thank you. Wonderful.
Sourdough bread.
That's right, and we like to eat. All right. Our next items on the agenda are public hearings. We do have 2 public hearing items for this evening, and so we'll begin with item 4.1. So I will go ahead and close the regular meeting of the Colton Joint Unified School District Board of Ed and open item 4.1, which is Colton School Employee Association Sunshine Proposal for Colton Joint Unified School District. At this time, I do not have any speaker slips. Ms. Medina, do you have any speakers? Does anybody wish to speak on item 4.1? All right. Seeing none, I will go ahead and close the item. And that takes us to item 4.2. I will open item 4.2, which is Colton Joint Unified School District Sunshine for Colton School Employee Association. I do not have any speaker slips for item 4.2 either. Ms. Medina, do you? All right. Does anyone wish to speak or provide public comment on item 4.2? Hearing none, I will go ahead and close item 4.2. And that concludes our public hearings for this evening. Next on the agenda is public comment. I do not have any public comment speaker slips. Ms. Medina? Anyone wish to speak or address the board? All right, gone. Okay, we'll go ahead and close public comment for this evening. And that takes us to our action session items. So we have a few things going on today with action session items, so if you'll indulge me just a little bit so we can take care of this in the proper order. We're going to go ahead and begin. We have some items for separate consideration. The first one that I want to pull for separate consideration is item 6.1. I do want to provide a little bit of background, Dr. Miranda. This is an emergency item, just for the record. It's been added to the agenda, or it's being requested to be added to the agenda under Government Code section regarding emergency items. Do you want to give a little bit of background so folks know what it is that we're talking about?
Absolutely. So unfortunately, due to the recent rains, we had just a big problem at one of our buildings. Roof essentially collapsed, and so we need to get that fixed. And so county requires us to do a emergency resolution and then have an action item to approve that. Obviously, we need to cut some timelines there, but the county has approved that. As long as the board approves the action item tonight, if the board approves the action item tonight, then we can proceed with repairs that are necessary to ensure that our staff are safe at the Hermosa building.
Dr. Miranda. And so there are 2 action items that we're going to be asked here, 2 motions, if you will. The first one's going to be a motion to place the item on the agenda, that we acknowledge there is an emergency and we need to place this item on the agenda. And if that's approved, then we'll take action on the actual item itself that allow staff to do the work that they need in contract with. So again, if you'll indulge me, I do need to read out a statement here with respect to this item for the record. Subsequent to the posting of the agenda for this meeting, a need arose for the board to take action immediately, specifically the adoption of Resolution 2625, emergency resolution to approve entering into contracts for remediation and roof repair at 325 Hermosa Street in Colton. There is a board bylaw that addresses how to handle these types of matters. Board bylaw 9323.2 reads, for action and non-action items, for action on non-agenda items, after publicly identifying the item, the board may take action on a subject not appearing on the posted meeting agenda under any of the following conditions: when a majority of the board determines that an emergency situation exists as defined for emergency meetings pursuant to Gov Code 54956.5, when 2/3 of the members present, or if less than 2/3 of the members are present, then by unanimous vote of all members present, determine that the need to take immediate action came to the district's attention after the agenda was posted, and when an item appeared on the agenda of and was continued from a meeting that occurred not more than 5 days earlier. In this case, option 2 applies, which is, so I will therefore entertain a motion for the board to determine that there is a need to take immediate action that came to the district's attention after the agenda was posted. So again, this motion will be to affirm that we do meet the criteria for the emergency item and place it on the agenda for vote. Is there a motion?
I'll move that.
A motion by Board Member Fuentes and a second by Board Member Haro. We do require a roll call vote for this. So Ms. Medina.
Mr. Flores?
Yes.
Mrs. Flores?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Mrs. Haro?
Yes.
Mr. Ibarra?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandoval?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wonderful. The motion is approved. Now we will take up the issue of the adoption of Resolution 2625, emergency resolution to approve entering into contracts for remediation and roof repairs at 325 Hermosa. Do we have a motion to approve the resolution?
I'll move.
Motion by Board Member Fuentes, second by Board Member Haro. This again is a roll call vote. So Ms. Medina.
Mr. Flores?
Yes.
Mrs. Flores?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Mrs. Haro?
Yes.
Mr. Ibarra?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandoval?
Yes.
Wonderful. The resolution is approved. So thank you for that, and thank you, Dr. Miranda, for bringing that to that matter to us today. Thank you. All right. The other items that we have to pull for SEP considerations are items 6.4, 6.6, and 6.26. Are there any other items that board members wish to pull for separate consideration? All right. Since there are not, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take up the balance of the agenda, and then we'll come back to items 6.4, 6.6, and 6.26. So is there a motion to approve our action session items 6.3 through, 6.2 through 6.39, with the exceptions of 6.4, 6.6, and 6.26?
Move.
Motion by Board Member Bertha Flores. Is there a second? Second by Board Member Ibarra. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, is so ordered. Approved. All right, we'll go ahead and take these in numerical order. So we'll begin with item 6.4. Is there a motion to approve item 6.4?
So moved.
Motion by Board Member Fuentes. Is there a second? Second by Board Member Ibarra. Great. All those in favor of item 6.4, this is the adoption of resolution compensation from Board Member Haro, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Aye.
It is approved with one abstention from Board Member Haro. All right. Item 6.6. This is approval of Fifth Amendment to Employment Agreement between the Superintendent and the Colton Joint Unified School District. I will go ahead and read out at this time the content of that, the summary content of the contract. The term of the contract is July 1, 2023 through June 30th, 2028. Annual salary is $325,144 per year pursuant to the salary schedule, annual increase of 2.5% per year. Annual work year is 224 days. Vehicle, district provided vehicle for superintendent's use. Health insurance is the same medical and dental insurance benefits offered to other certificated management employees. Sick leave, 14 days per year. Life insurance term policy in the amount of $250,000. Retiree health benefits. Due to the length of the superintendent's service with the district, the superintendent is vested in the district's retiree health benefit program. Effective July 1st, 2023, the board agrees to make matching contributions annually up to 5% of the superintendent's annual salary to the superintendent's 403B tax sheltered annuity plan of his choosing. The matching contribution shall not be deemed to be credible compensation for retirement purposes. The superintendent shall be entitled to the following retirement benefit upon both of the following conditions, which are identical to the conditions required by the retirement benefit offered to the certificated bargaining unit in 2024. Number one, must be age 55 or older. Number two, resignation from service in good standing after completion of at least 5 years of service to the district. And number three, retirement from credible service under STRS, PERS, or an equivalent retirement system, and commencement of related benefits. The retirement benefits to which the superintendent shall be entitled shall consist of a district contribution to the superintendent's account in the district's 403B plan of 95% of superintendent's final base salary, which such employer contribution to be made over 5 years following the calendar year in which the superintendent retires from service with the district in equal annual installments. Right. That is the summary. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the amendment to the superintendent's contract.
I'll move.
Motion by Board Member Fuentes. Is there a second? Second by Board Member Ibarra, and this is a roll call vote, so I will go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Medina.
Mr. Flores?
Yes.
Mrs. Flores?
Yes.
Mr. Fuentes?
Yes.
Mrs. Haro? Mr. Ibarra?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandoval? Thank you.
The amendment is approved. Our last item for separate consideration is item 6.26. This is adoption of Resolution 2611, a resolution of the Board of Education of the Colton Joint Unified School District authorizing the issuance of CJUSD District Election of 2024 General Obligation Bonds, Series A, and actions related thereto, also known as Measure BB, just for the record. We do need to vote on this separately, but before we do, well, let me ask first for a motion. We do have folks here, should there be, have questions, but we'll start. Is there a motion to approve? Motion by Board Member Fuentes. Is there a second? Second by Board Member Haro. Wonderful. So again, are there questions or comments? We have some gentlemen that are here in suits that are happy to answer our questions, like Williams being one of them. Any questions, thoughts, comments, feedback? If not, gentlemen, I think you've done a great job walking us down this path and this journey, so we're excited about the opportunity to issue the series and begin those projects under Measure BB. So, all right, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, it is so ordered. Excellent. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate it. All right, that's all for our action session items for tonight. So that takes us to our administrative reports. Are there any questions for staff on our administrative reports, items 7.1 or 7.2? All right, hearing none. We do not have a facilities update this evening. ACE update. Do we have an ACE update? Not tonight. All right, thank you for that. And CSEA update. Do we have a CSE update? Not tonight. All right, thank you for that. MAC update. Is there a meeting? Oh, sorry. MAC and then ROP. ROP. So we'll go to, no, I'm sorry, no update from MAC, so we'll go to the ROP report.
Excuse me. Our auto and mechatronics programs at Colton High School were featured as part of a pre-apprentice tour for over 50 educators during the State Apprenticeship Summit on October the 8th. Colton High School Mechatronics also attended the Steambots event hosted by San Bernardino County. Excuse me. And Slover Mountain High School, our child development students attended the Early Child Education Second Annual Symposium at Cal State San Bernardino. And regarding our superintendent for ROP, Dr. Engel is AXA Council of CTE Leaders has voted for him to serve as he's president-elect for the next year. So, yeah.
Okay. That takes us to our superintendent's communique.
Thank you, Board President, board members, Executive Cabinet, and members of the audience here present and online. Good evening. Can't believe how fast the school year is going. Some of you might say not fast enough, but it's actually moving along here pretty rapidly. I do want to start off with our community cabinet coming up here. You saw a video at the beginning being highlighted, playing earlier this evening, if you got here a little bit earlier. So again, very excited about our community cabinet that we're going to have here on October 22nd here at the PLC, the Professional Learning Center. And I will be sharing state of our district, just highlighting again district accomplishments, some key initiatives, and just that vision that we have in our district, again, serving with purpose together as one district. We are very honored, I'll tell you, very excited to have some great presentations lined up and spotlight the incredible work that's happening across our schools. We're going to begin with Melissa Williamson, our amazing Director of Child Development. She's going to share how San Salvador is laying the foundation for our early success for our students. And we'll have some powerful parent testimonials and reflections from our Slover Child Development students. John Sachs, Director John Sachs, Director of Security and Safety, he will be presenting also and discussing how CJUSD prepares for emergencies and partners with our local law enforcement to ensure that the safety of our students and staff is kept, and it's a priority. So just incredible. So we look forward to that presentation from Director Sachs. Again, so just adding a special touch to our gathering, we'll enjoy student performances by Grand Terrace High School and Bloomington High School folklorical clubs. And just, we're also going to have an incredible presentation by our sixth grade class at Rogers Elementary. So this is going to be Star Treff's sixth grade class at Rogers Elementary do a special performance here at the PLC. So please come join us, and we could celebrate our progress, our partnerships, and the purpose of Community Cabinet. So moving on to our parent orientation, our next slide here. So on Saturday 18th, now this is coming up in a couple of days. We are very proud, I'll tell you, extremely excited. I know there's a little distraction out there, but we're hosting our district-wide parent orientation. It's just an incredible event that's being planned out. It's going to be dedicated, honestly, to honor our parents, and we're going to host our families and empower our families at Colton High School with key updates from each division. We already have, I believe, over 285 who have signed up. And the morning is going to begin with breakfast served by and prepared by our nutrition services team. Thank you to Director Casey and her team for taking care of that. It's going to be at the Dr. Tom Rivera MPR at Colton High, followed by a presentation at 9 o'clock featuring Executive Cabinet. Also, our Tomorrow's Leaders Foundation will be presenting. So that's going to be a presentation for our families. I'm just excited because we get to bring our parents and just host them at one of our most beautiful facilities, show off our culinary building, and just that sense of belonging and inclusion. So again, the event will start at 8 o'clock with breakfast, with the presentation at 9. And we're going to have resources outside, tables. Thank you to the departments who have signed up to provide information to our parents. And this is just the beginning of this relationship that we are building with our parents. So, and then last but not least, and I just love that our students mention attendance. It just makes me feel so good that students are coming to school, especially high school. Over 95% at our high school is incredible achievement. Thank you to Principal Ramon, her leadership. And that's true, though. You're engaging the students. I definitely don't remember high school being like that, so incredible. So thank you to all our high school principals and especially Ms. Roman. So as I noted before, September is Attendance Awareness Month, and we have a campaign going led by Student Services Division, and Missy Kingston. We know it's important to show up to school every day on time and ready to learn. We're thrilled to share that 2,917 CJUSD students from TK through 8th grade achieved perfect attendance in September. Let's give it up for that, right? Come on. No absences, no tardies, and no early releases. So that was an incredible accomplishment. I am so proud of the work that's happening out there. I believe we have over 12 or 14 schools already at the 95% threshold. Last year we had a lot less. So a lot of great work's happening out there. Our principals are just doing amazing. It does help that we are celebrating their successes with a pizza party and an ice cream pop lunch. In fact, there was one today. Today was one that was being held. What school was that? There two? Terrace Hills and Colton Meadow had pizza party and ice cream. And so it doesn't get better than that. So again, for elementary students, just to note, there's a drawing that for students to win a scooter and a helmet. You got to wear your helmet for sure. So there was a total, I believe, of 5 total winners for that in elementary and in middle school. For the students that received perfect attendance, I got a goodie bag and were entered into a drawing for some Beats Bluetooth earbuds. And there's one winner per middle school. So again, we are also, for our high school students, just competing for that Tomorrow's Leaders Challenge, which runs through the whole school year. And I'll just say it, at the end of the year, they get the opportunity to win a brand-new car, which is incredible. And thank you to Rosa Dominguez for putting that together. So again, congratulations to all our students, their dedication, and of course our leaders and our admin and parents. You know, let's keep the momentum going. Let's get to 97, shall we? Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you, Dr. Miranda. We appreciate that. And that's great news. We love to hear the attendance improving. All right. Next on the agenda are board member comments. We'll begin this evening with Board Member Fuentes.
Thank you, Board President. Just highlight a couple of things some activities I was at. Homecoming, Colton and Grand Terrace. Colton Homecoming, we had a big parade out there. It was fun. Got to decorate a couple of things, give away some candy, a lot of candy. It was a lot of candy. And so we had a lot of fun there that evening. We got to see the game and everything. So Bloomington High School also had their homecoming football game and homecoming presentations. Also, we had 30 students from Bloomington High School attend the College and Career Day at the San Bernardino Government Center, sponsored by Supervisor Joe Baca Jr. And they had a chance to learn from esteemed speakers about county-wide employment opportunities, various trades, and academic institutions. I was there, got the opportunity to see them. I know our CTE team was there. Dr. Mooney actually spoke to the students there also in the opening sessions. So it was phenomenal to have CJUSD presentation there and have our directors and students there also present. So that was a fun thing. Also, wanted to share, look at my notes here. CTEP. CTEP was a phenomenal event. If you did not make it next year, there's an opportunity for you to come out. Man, we had a full house. And we had tacos for dinner. We had an opportunity to walk over to the new culinary building out there at Colton High School. There was a lot of activities going on. I didn't leave there until probably close to 8:30 or so because they were still doing the drawing. And there was still a good group of parents still hanging out. So that was amazing. We got to see the folkloric dancers also dance. It was an opportunity for students, parents, families, and everybody to come out, enjoy dinner. And, you know, the rain didn't start till after the event. So it ended, the rain ended, sun came out for a little bit, and as soon as the event was over, it started to sprinkle again. So God was on our side. So that was a great event, loved it. We had a lot of great people there, opportunities for our students and families. And then Unity. Yesterday, we were on the Unity bus. Well, I didn't ride the bus, but we did go visit some schools yesterday. We had a lot of fun with the students. We were yelling and screaming and dancing and doing the countdown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what was it, Mr. Boyce? That's right. So we did the countdown. So so the kids were having fun. It was a day to share about unity and kindness to all of our students. And I think it's an opportunity when we get out there and we have safety, we have law enforcement. We had Colton PD, our sheriff's department, our own safety department out there. And kids get to see this. And I want to thank Colton PD because they also went out to the Bloomington area to help us escort the Unity bus out there. And they were there also. And so it's an opportunity. I think when we share this with the youngsters, the young kids, it spreads. It spreads out there where they understand that kindness and being unified or in unity is what we need to do in this world. And they had a lot of fun. They were all wearing their orange colors. I even got a little orange bracelet, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I was dancing with the kids, doing the countdowns and all of that stuff. So, Mr. Boyce, I don't know how tired you are, but I am a little tired still. But that was great. We had our superintendent was out there. Some of our board members, Ms. Hara was there, and it was fun. It was so much fun. I can't wait till next year. That's all I have for this evening. Thank you again for coming out this evening. Thank you for always supporting our students, for doing what you do every day. every day because I know it's not an easy job. But you know something? When we do it with the passion, with heart, and with that commitment, you will have students succeed. And I'm going to share this real quick. I was going to end, but earlier today, I went up to Juvenile Hall up in Apple Valley. I teach 2 courses out there. I teach 2 courses to, overall, there's 6, 7, 8, 10 students out there, and they're incarcerated. They're incarcerated, 19, 18, 15, and I think 17-year-olds. And we talk about gang circles, and we talk about weapons and the bad things about those things. But there was a student today that was there, and he came out and said, you know, Mr. Fuentes, I now realize after being in juvenile hall for 10 years, I realize now that I need to make better decisions, that I need to do better, that I need to make my parents proud of who I am. It's hard to see students like that, children, when they're incarcerated, and they have to be incarcerated to understand that. That's why a lot of times what we do on a daily basis keeps them from being incarcerated. You are the people they see. You are the mentors they see. You are the people that touch them. And I always remember the slogan that Slover has. You can't spell Slover without love. And all they need is a little bit of love and a little bit of attention. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Board Member Fuentes. Board Member Bertha Flores.
Thank you. I had the pleasure of visiting lots of classrooms this week. I was at Crestmore with Dr. Peterson. We visited several classrooms, walked around the campus, beautiful campus, and it was just a beautiful day. And kids were learning, kids were happy. They were out in the fields. I mean, it was just a really good feeling when we went into the classrooms and we saw outstanding instruction and enthusiastic teachers. And it was just, you know, I told the principal when we walked to the parking lot, I said, you know, it's really nice to visit a school and walk out feeling the way I was feeling, because everything was just outstanding, and you know, and that's what our kids deserve. I will say the same to Principal Zimmerman, and I think she's in the back, yeah, wearing her beautiful headband, and Ms. Nunez Varias. And I also want to say, you know, all the great things that I saw at Zimmerman Elementary School, starting with our TK students, looking at the dual immersion that the kids that are, you know, they're in first grade speaking Spanish and responding in Spanish. It was just made my day. And overall, I think I'm just so, you know, it just makes me so proud to see what is going on in our schools on a daily basis. Not just because we were there, but it's just, you know, that's what students do. They're great and engaged. And most of all, I just want to say thank you to our teachers who always implement the best strategies for our students. And I'm thankful and grateful for their enthusiasm and love for our kids. So with that, I want to say good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Member Flores. Board Member Sandoval. No comment? Okay. Board Member Ibarra.
Thank you, Dan. Just want to mention the CTEP program, how wonderful that program was. It was well attended, and one of the things that impressed me was how many parents that were there. And a lot of the parents, as I was walking around, they were talking about getting flyers from this university or that junior college or this program for their students. And they would be carrying around their bags, and they were excited to share that with their individual students. You know, Paul Lucero, Dr. Mooney, you know, you guys did an excellent job in putting that together. And I saw the results as I saw, like I mentioned, all the parents were very pleased, excited to be there, and the numbers of people that were there. And they stayed. It was not warm out there. It was cold out there. And it was just a great event. I had a chance to go through and talk to everybody. CryRop was there. They had several booths. Talked to our young students from Colton Joint Unified that were participating in all the different CryRops. And I hear parents talk about, I didn't know they had that. I didn't know they had this. And that just tells me we have to do more to get that information out, and we'll work on it. But, you know, what we did, what that day affected a lot of ways that the parents that were there and how they thought, and what opportunities were out there for their own individual children. And that's one of the things that we as a district, we want to do. We want to be able to provide guidance, direction to parents, to students. Don't want to come and hear a student say, I don't know what I'm going to do after high school. That's an option that is no longer available. You know, I think Colton Joint Unified School District, with the community cabinet, with the CTE, with CryRop, ROTC, I mean, and other programs, we give our students opportunities to explore and kind of feel their way through so they could make choices when they get out of high school. And that's what we want. You know, it's wonderful, you know, also because I saw Nina Torres bring her sixth graders from Cooley Ranch. And that's not old, you know, that's, you know, that was great that she did that, to have the young kids take a look to see what they have waiting for them. And, you know, so it would be great if, you know, the next year we can get more elementary schools bringing in their students and bringing them in small groups, even if it's just the student representatives of that school, to take a look to see what's there and how much everybody has to offer. Now, one of the things that I always like to do, and this is for our superintendent, Dr. Miranda, is that, you know, I think everyone that participated in the event did an excellent job. And I think that we need to, talking about the board and the superintendent, we need to somehow acknowledge and thank them for being there that day. And whether it's a letter of acknowledgement that we could all sign and send out to every participant, letting them know that we truly appreciate it and we look forward to the continued participation in the years to come. I think that that would be a great touch. I don't know if that's already been planned, but something that I always like to do. And because I think that anybody who does anything well, they need to be recognized, because then that helps them continue to do things well. So, so hopefully we can do something like that for all those individual programs and people that were out there. Yeah. I was talking to a group that just gave a presentation to the Cone City Council, and it's a film group. And Israel was there with me, and they were talking about the type of ethnic films that they were making. And I got really into it. They were talking about the Buffalo Soldier. They were talking about a lot of history, and that they're continue to make video and movies. And they were looking for students to participate in the movies. And they said that they would love to have Colton High School students be in these movies. So I gave him my card, and he gave me his, but I said, you know, contact the superintendent's office. Let's see if they do. Hopefully they do. And maybe because they like to do a presentation for everybody here at a board meeting, show them. And if I understood right, maybe Israel could correct me if I'm wrong, he said that they had like 64 award-winning films. Yeah. So it sounded very impressive, and he said that they've been looking for a high school or a district to partner with. So something to, I always like to believe it never hurts to listen. So that might be something. So that's something I got out of walking around talking to a lot of people there. So anyway, just wanted to share that. And just one more thing, the homecoming, Cone High School, was really good. The parade, even though we weren't sure whether we were going to get wet or thunder, and just take my head off to Dr. Ortiz for handling that and making sure that all the protocol was in place for the thunder and et cetera, and really, truly appreciate it. So that went a long way too. So thank you, Dan.
Board Member Ibarra. Board Member Haro.
Yeah, just a couple of things. I just want to say kudos to Colton High School and their ASB teacher and the students, because I felt so bad for those girls in their homecoming gowns. They wanted to sit in those cars and look pretty and wave at the crowd, and then it started to rain. But you know what? Students are resilient, and they just went with the flow, and then after about it started, it stopped for a while, so that was good. But they still didn't get in a car and get to be. But they did a great job, and I just want to say kudos to them for just holding their heads up and making do with a bad situation. I won't talk about CTEP because my colleagues already did. It was a great event. Kudos to everybody putting it on, all the staff, all the people who work for you, and Kenneth Soldman, and everybody who was there. That it was just a great event. And then yesterday we were talking about Unity Day. I did get to ride on the bus. We went to Rogers, McKinley, Zimmerman, Crestmore, and Terrace View Elementary yesterday, and hopefully Jamal has recovered, because he was quite busy. I think the district needs to provide him with like a case of Bengay or one of those, because he was out there dancing and had those kids going. And I want to thank Director Castro. Your team was there. In fact, they were on the bus with me and got to meet quite a few of them. And they had a blast. They really enjoyed being out there with the kids and seeing what was going on. And so it was just a great turnout of staff who showed up this year. As I said, your staff, and we had our Orange, who she is amazing, okay? I mean, she truly is. She is like the life of the party, okay? She was sitting in the back of the bus singing to us, and she was just phenomenal. She just kept everybody was tired because we had to be at the district office at 6:30, and she was just singing and keeping us all awake. So she did, she really did. And schools want her to come out more, so, and she was telling us how she started her job with us and everything, and yeah, we just loved her. She was great. And the last thing I want to talk about is Bloomington High School this year. This is their 4th year that they've done it. Our teacher there is Taylor Richardson. She teaches the drama department. And she does what's called Festival of Fairy Tales. And if you have little ones, like especially little girls, there were boys there too, because there were princes. But first of all, she writes the script for the story. So that in itself, for these high school kids, that she writes the story every year, and every year it's different. And it's all about princesses, and it's not just Disney princesses, it's all kinds of princesses. And because Shrek is in there too with Fiona and stuff. And the kids perform what she writes, and it's just so cool. They have blankets set out on top of the stage where the little girls and little boys can sit and be up close to the performance, and the adults are in the audience. And they have crowns for the little girls with lights, and it's just like a perfect little thing for little kids to do. And they moved it up this year. Normally it is in the springtime, but they moved it up this year because I'm very happy about this, because when COVID happened, a lot of our programs kind of took a dive in attendance and stuff because we had to do, math remediation and everything else that we had to do. So it was understandable, but a lot of programs took a really big hit. And at Bloomington, our band program is a lot smaller, but it's still dynamic. Our drama department and our choir is smaller. And so they haven't had the capacity to do a musical. But this year, they're going to do a musical, and this was a precursor to that, so that the kids from choir and from drama could see what it's like to be on stage. And the exciting part of it is, let's hope it stays this way, because I know things happen, but a lot of those kids up on stage were freshmen. And so that was really exciting to see, because then the program is going to grow. So I just want to give a shout out to Taylor, because, like I said, it's my 4th year going, and every year it just gets better and better. And I'm just amazed that she writes the words to everything and this comes out of her brain, because it's just amazing what she does. So I just wanted to give a shout out to her. So, but that's my comments.
And I don't have any comments tonight, other than I just want to thank staff for all your hard work on putting all this together in the agenda, and my colleagues, your patience. There was a lot of maneuvering and a lot to go on. Some of these random skills you learn when you're young, you think you'll never use as an adult. I was the Colton High School president of the Parliamentary Procedure Club way back when, so I'm like, hey, yeah, it was, right? So there you go. So it comes in handy. That's it for today. We're going to close open session. We'll go into closed session. But again, thank you for everyone for being here tonight. We really appreciate the work that you do for us. Item 11.1, there were 4 student discipline items presented in closed session. Is there a motion to uphold the expulsion orders as presented? I have a motion by Board Member Haro and a second by Board Member Fuentes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, they are upheld. For student ID numbers, 105-4725, 106-5776, 108-5165, and 104-59386. Item 11.2, on a motion by Board Member Bertha Flores and seconded by Board Member Fuentes and carried on a 6-0 vote, the board approved the personnel public employee appointments as presented on the agenda. And our final readout item, item 11.3. In closed session, the board took action to grant an unpaid leave of absence to employee ID number 10880. Motion by Board Member Fuentes, seconded by Board Member Sandoval, and approved by Board Members Bertha Flores, Frank Ibarra, Pat Haro, Bernice Sandoval, Israel Fuentes, and Dan Flores. So it was unanimous. All right, and that is all we have. So get home safe. More signatures, more